Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Things are getting spicy with Bitcoin. We've got to talk a little bit about this Elliott Wave theory here. It looks like it almost came to fruition already at 34,800 with the rejection off 38,000 to fill that liquidity level. So things are kind of happening the way we expect it to. Well, it's not to a T. It's it's a lot of fun, right? I'm being facetious, of course, because it's a pain in the butt when you take a long position and the price continues lower. I'm not saying I did that with Bitcoin, but we did take an altcoin. I think we took along with Atom earlier today, and the price just kept going down. It's back to break even, of course. Not a problem at all. Just funny how that stuff works out. So if you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I hope you can learn something here today. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a site. Link down below. So let's just jump right in, first of all, to liquidations here. We don't see a ton of it, of course, just because there's not as much data here in the last day. But let's go ahead and go with a 4-hour time frame, kind of get better perspective on this. So we can see the whales are a lot more active. Big surprise, prices coming down, whales are active. We got a lot more shorts entering the market as an aggregated delta effectively between all exchanges. And obviously on the 4-hour time frame, we can see the last 8 to 12 hours have been full on longs getting liquidated. Okay, so pretty standard stuff, nothing super extreme there. We can see there are some low leverage longs at about 34,400, and then of course some shorts as well, roughly at about 38 even. That's no surprise, honestly. That makes perfect sense. Just above specific support and resistance levels. Taking a quick look here at the Bitcoin open interest, it's kind of all over the place. Let's go back out about 7 days instead. Get a better average, I would say. See, the most interest right now for Bitcoin is about 37,000 even. If we take a look at the longs, we can kind of summarize that those are pretty much all longs right there that are tentatively underwater. And then, of course, shorts are also aggregated right there as well. While they got wrecked to the upside, they are successful to the downside here. So, the market giveth and the market taketh, right? That's just the way it goes. That's why sometimes opening longs and shorts concurrently can be very helpful. I don't know why I clicked here, but yeah, if you want to jump on over to our Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, feel free to do so. Also, friendly reminder, check out Bitunix Phenomenal Exchange. Use my link to qualify for upwards of $50 to $500 in newbie reward benefits. We're going to have trading competitions with them here soon, and know that there are no KYC or VPN required. That's the main reason why I partnered with them. So let's start with the daily here and work our way down. It hasn't changed too much, honestly, since earlier today, but I just like to kind of paint some pictures here for you. Kind of be an artist, if you will. I'm kidding. I'm not much of an artist, but I guess you can be an artist on the charts, right? Take a look at the moving averages. We can kind of see here with RSI, for example, price actions pulling back. When it gets closer to 50, that's when things kind of start to normalize, right? So being above 50, below 70, that's actually a good sign. That's kind of just something we're looking for. But the truth here is that we see a lot more volume the last few days, and today heavy selling pressure after that manipulation yesterday with that something like $1.25 billion that entered the market in like 5 to 10 minutes yesterday. Shot the price up. It's no surprise it's coming back, and it literally hit 38,000 to a T. That is insane how close that price action was to fill that perfect liquidity level. Quickly to note here on the moving averages, the 50, correction, that's the 20-day moving average, that's still holding as a pretty good support level. 3 days in a row, we've seen the price wick down there and not past that level. So good stuff there in the daily. I would not say we're bearish whatsoever in the overall sense. We're still positive here. Just because we see this correction from this crazy day yesterday doesn't imply that the sky is falling. All right, this is pretty standard stuff. Up 5%, down 5% for Bitcoin. That's kind of becoming a regular day for us. All right. So it just tells us that whales are extremely active, which we saw on the back end as well. What does that mean for us here on the 4-hour? Well, we do have potential to retest this low here at 34,800. That would essentially be a double bottom followed by a double top. That is a unique pattern, but it does essentially clarify that we are officially range bound. So hypothetically, the dip to buy would be 34,900. Again, that's hypothetical at this point, not official. You gotta, am I emphasizing the wrong syllables? Anyways, forget it. Sorry, I've had too much caffeine today, apparently. So let's take a quick look at the moving averages. We are below the 50 and the 20, testing the 100. That's a positive sign, the 100 holding price action in place. Keep in mind the 200's a ways away, but it's averaging itself out about 33,500. So as the 200 continues to bring itself up, we have less propensity to continue down to that level. In other words, more support if we go to that range. So 33,000 range is becoming a little less realistic, but I still think there's a possibility we hit that. With us hitting 34.8, I think anything can happen at this point. I would not be surprised we do see a wash of all longs. The price just comes all the way down, and then we just reverse that action. Fun stuff. Okay, so we're at a 4 right now on TD sequential, implying that we have another 20 hours of continuation of the downside potential. Okay, we're halfway through this phase, if you will. The last time we hit a 9 and the price continued further. So if you take a look here, we hit that little 9er there, and of course another few extra candles. So when things get aggressive, they get aggressive quick. So things can go from 0 to 60 real fast with this coin. So just be mindful that this may not be the bottom. Okay, as much as I want to take a long at 36,000, I'd much rather wait to 35.5 or maybe perhaps even the 34.8. Again, considerations, not for sure. Okay, so quickly to note, we have a fair value gap here above the price action at between 36.7 and 37.2. Upper liquidity level has been swept, lower liquidity level still available. Okay, so if history repeats itself and we see this happen, we will see this happen, and then the price come right back up. Okay, so this whole range bound thing can get kind of obnoxious, but that's kind of where we're at right now. We got to presume that 34.9 is the bottom, 38,000 is the top, and it's just going to jump all sorts of random in between. Okay, so just be mindful that's a possibility, but we still have a slightly higher probability the price is going to come down, and then it will go up here at this point. Okay, so again, try not to buy into it, try not to be a late long, and obviously at this point, don't be a late short. Even though it still seems probable the price is going to come down, it's still not really an ideal situation. Because again, I prefer to buy extremes more so than like the middle ground, but it depends on what I'm trading too. If it's like a swing trade with multiple targets, I don't mind kind of getting in the middle here. But if you look at this right now, the current situation as is, right now it pretty much says to leave. If you have a short position open, you want to leave it open because we are now officially below the cloud. This should work as a resistance. So this 0.5 Fibonacci at 36,500 should be the new resistance. We have conversion line below the baseline, giving us momentum to the downside. Big surprise. We've seen massive amounts of selling pressure. And of course, lagging span is free and clear. So this gives us about a 24 to 48 hour window before we want to consider closing our shorts. Obviously, the price shoots up, different story altogether. But at this point, we have a pretty strong line in the sand here at 36.5 that the price action shouldn't pass that level. So hypothetically, a short position should be more viable than a long. And that's pretty much where we're at. So that's kind of the synopsis here. All paths lead to this here. So again, don't finish this video just taking a massive short because I think that we have a resistance there. Do your own analysis. Okay, make sure that you take what you learn here, apply it in your own way because everyone has their own risk tolerance too. We were talking about that earlier, how brand new players or traders rather shouldn't use large leverage, and some people were conjecturing, saying that that's not true. It's all about risk tolerance. Well, do brand new traders have risk tolerance? No, they need to learn it. And if you learn it, then you can trade things more effectively, and you can use larger leverage. But just until you get your training wheels off, don't go hang larger than 5 to 10x leverage. That's all I ask. And if you're going to use larger amounts, expect to lose it. That's the bottom line. The market will take more than it gives, right? The trick is to learn how to take more than it's taking from you, right? Anyways, conversation for another day. Thanks again for watching. I hope this made sense to you. Please like the video. Help us beat that damn YouTube algorithm. And hopefully we'll look forward to seeing y'all at 50, 100,000 subscribers. Great to see you there. Thanks again so much for watching. All the wonderful support. I can tell you I've got some phenomenal people following me, and I can't thank you enough for just being an amazing part of my life. Thank you so much. All right, we'll see you all in the next one. Have a good rest of your day.